In today's video, we're diving into one of the biggest and most shocking leaks to come out of the MCU so far, because new details about Avengers. Doomsday may have just revealed the beginning of the most massive conflict Marvel has ever attempted. And yes, before we go any further, this video contains potential spoilers, so if you want to stay completely fresh for the movie, now is your chance to click away. But if you're here, then let's break down everything we've learned and why this could change the MCU forever. According to the leaks, the version of Doctor Doom we're getting in Doomsday, played by Robert Downey Jr., is not a Tony Stark variant. That's right, he simply has Tony's face. But he is Victor Von Doom from another universe, specifically tied to the Fantastic Four's world. That one decision alone completely reshapes the emotional stakes of the MCU, because it means our heroes are going to be staring at a familiar face while facing one of the most dangerous villains in Marvel history. Doom reportedly spends most of the movie behind his mask, reinforcing the idea that this is a completely different character. And the film leans into his origin, his trauma, and the moment he discovers the true cause of his suffering, which then pushes him toward revenge on a multiversal scale. The leak suggests that Doomsday opens with multiple teams already active, including Sam Wilson's Avengers and a new Avengers lineup racing toward the Fantastic Four's ship. This is where things start to escalate quickly, because Thor is one of the first to encounter the Fantastic Four, creating one of the MCU's most anticipated crossover introductions ever. From there, the movie reportedly splits its focus across multiple worlds, with heroes constantly jumping between realities, unknowingly accelerating an incursion that could destroy entire universes. That's where the scale of this movie starts to resemble Avengers, Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, but with an even more chaotic multiversal twist. One of the most interesting parts of the leak revolves around Doom's inner circle. He isn't just surrounded by random henchmen, but by powerful, magical followers, including 3 mysterious witches who can shapeshift, possibly connected to characters like Clea or Sylvie. This adds a mystical layer to Doom's power set, combining science and magic in a way that makes him one of the most dangerous villains we've ever seen. At the same time, we're getting multiple factions of heroes, including Wakandans, the Talokanil, and various Avengers teams, all trying to figure out what Doom's true plan is before it's too late. The crossover elements in this film are absolutely insane, according to the leaks. We're hearing that characters like Gambit, Yelena, Shuri, Bucky, and even multiple members of the Dora Milaje all play roles in this story, while classic relationships like Charles Xavier and Magneto's rivalry continue in the background, even down to scenes of them playing chess again. There are also emotional reunions, including Steve Rogers reconnecting with Bucky, Sam, and Scott Lang, and even wielding Mjolnir, again, possibly a cracked version, which hints at how damaged the multiverse has become by this point in the story. And then there's the multiversal chaos. The X-Mansion is reportedly destroyed, universes are colliding, and characters are traveling between worlds without even realizing they're making the situation worse. There are Doombots, multiple Doom suits, flashbacks exploring Doom's origin, and even hints that we could see early conflicts like Spider-Man versus Wolverine play out as part of a larger chain reaction across the multiverse. All of this builds toward a film that isn't just another Avengers movie, but the beginning of a war that could redefine the entire MCU moving forward. What makes all of this even more interesting is that some characters are deliberately being kept apart. According to the leaks, Doom does not interact with younger heroes like Kate Bishop, Kamala Khan, or Cassie Lang, who instead share smaller, grounded moments together, possibly setting them up for future projects. Meanwhile, Doom's main focus is on Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four, with their rivalry officially beginning here, setting the stage for what could become the central conflict of the next MCU saga. If even half of these leaks are true, then Avengers Doomsday isn't just another crossover event, it's the foundation for Marvel's next era, combining legacy heroes, new characters, and multiversal stakes into one massive story. And with the Russo brothers returning to direct, Marvel is clearly aiming to recapture the scale and emotion that made their previous Avengers films so iconic. At the end of the day, These are still leaks, and things can always change before the final film hits theaters. But one thing is clear. Marvel is building something huge, emotional, and potentially tragic. And Avengers Doomsday might be the film that decides the future of the MCU. If you enjoy this deep dive into the biggest Doomsday leaks and want more Marvel breakdowns, theories, and updates, make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more.